everybody, and welcome to another episode of Cruising Israel. I'm your host, Natalie.
And I'm Max.
Max, I feel like it's been a very long time since we visited some animals in Israel.
Oh yeah, you know when we put you in the frame with an animal, magic tends to happen.
It just works. I love animals.
So where are we going?
Well, I've read about this place in northern Israel, about an hour from Tel Aviv, in a place called Yodfat.
Okay.
And not only do they let you observe these monkeys in their natural habitat, but we get to feed the monkeys as well. They have many different species of monkeys and other animals as well.
Cool, let's check them out.
Today we're here in northern Israel at a unique park which connects people, nature, and animals all on the same wavelength. Let's go check it out. Yodfat's monkey forest is home to many species of monkeys, exotic birds, and other wildlife that all have one thing in common. They all came from harsh beginnings, but today are enjoying a loving, nurturing, and safe home by the woman who created it all, Nora.
His name is Baladi, and he's a Macau.
Talking.
Yeah, he's talking, Boker Tov, מה קורה? So we actually bought him with a lot of money to take him out from the place he was.
It looks like a tropical bird that you would find in some sort of rainforest.
Yeah, true.
How does it work here? All the animals have their own space, but they're allowed to roam free across each other's paths.
Yeah, some of them, yes. You have many animals who walk free here and move from their own territory.
Nora is very big on educating people on the importance of having respect and compassion for the animals.
What we try to educate here, space with respect to the animals. It's not that each time that I want to pet an animal, he wants it.
So it's a mutual thing.
Yeah, but he have to come to me.
This place really does feel like a jungle or some type of safari or something.
Yeah.
You guys did a good job on designing it.
Thank you. We take really good care of the trees also, not only the animals. And we make a lot of nice space for people to enjoy it.
The park offers many different areas where visitors can enjoy picnics while observing the animals in their own natural habitat. I never got this close to a monkey before. This is a fun experience. Oh my God, she's like the monkey whisperer. They're all coming to her.
Because they have something good, a good treat. You want a good treat in your hand, but they are alive. It's like...
What do you mean they're alive? What's alive? Ah, no way!
Okay.
It's worms!
It's like...
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Take one in your hand. Now they will come to you.
Ah! Wait, this takes getting used to. Hey, buddy. How's that worm? Tasty? I hear you chewing in my ear. So cute. I feel like I'm in Snow White, where all the animals are just getting along.
I agree with you 100%. We have your 100% good vibes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Amazing. How many different kinds of monkeys are here at the forest?
Squirrel monkeys, Ganoon is the second one, Makok is the third one, Capuchin is the fourth one, Lemur Kata is the fifth, Brown Lemur sixth.
Now some of them you have to separate, right?
Yeah.
Different enclosures around the forest.
Yeah, like the Makok and the Ganoon are dangerous for the squirrel monkeys because they attack them, that's all.
So, as we saw, the animals, the different kinds of animals are getting along just fine here, living in harmony. It's a beautiful sight.
It's not only the animals, actually, it's also the workers. We have Muslims, Jews in here, teenagers, all kind, and we all get along because actually we all have animals. This is the main thing.
Their love of animals motivates them to provide the highest level of care, from feeding the animals to providing shelter and even designing new gymborees within the enclosures to keep the animals entertained. So it seems like we're the ones in the cage now.
Yes, this is the point. Now they have all these areas around us. They can move on the top.
A big enclosure.
How is the feeling to be between the fences? You can see they have different spaces, but with these bridges on the top that they can connect and move. And it's really nice to see them how they connected and communicating. We have to, every month, we change everything, we renew. It's
What, so they don't get bored of the
yes,
same old?
yes. It's like if you go to school and all your life you read the same book.
They won't learn anything.
They won't learn anything new, so we want them to be really developed.
So you guys try to simulate the natural environment as much as possible.
Yeah, and to give them the feelings they need. Like monkeys are above people because they climb the trees. So these bridges, they are up and they are looking down at us.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing I want people to learn here is to respect nature, animals, each other. I mean, it's a huge thing to learn here. It's not only how you treat the animals, it's how we treat each other, it's how we treat the trees.
Natalie, remember when we went to En Kerem, the cool artist village, and you got to do the clay? You were doing the clay?
I sure do, Max. It wasn't too long ago. I loved En Kerem. Very nice
I'm glad
village.
to hear it, because I think there's another activity that you should check out.
You know how long our show would have to be to cover every single activity and workshop
Pretty
in that
long
village?
hours, maybe, but we do have time for one more, so let's go check it out.
Okay, let's do it. A lot of people come to En Kerem to experience a connection with historic times. Today we're going to visit a place where we'll get a hands-on lesson in traditional basket weaving. Dating as far back to biblical times, women would get together as a group to spin thread, weave baskets, and produce cloth. One woman in the heart of En Kerem decided to bring this traditional skill back to modern times. Hello.
Shalom, welcome to my home.
Thank you. What a lovely home you have here.
Thank you.
Absolutely stunning. I love the old-fashioned style and the stone buildings. Hadar's stone house actually dates back to the Byzantine era. Now you have a well in the middle of your backyard.
Yeah.
What is that about?
Here we collect the rainwater from all the roof in our house.
This has been here for many centuries, right?
Yes, we don't know because my husband's father, when he came here, it was all filled with nothing. It was ruined.
All right, let's go inside and check out the rest of the house.
Women are also do weaving and basket and knitting. Do a lot of things with wool, natural wool.
Now, where do you get all these materials from for basket
We
weaving?
pick them.
Pick them yourselves?
Yes.
So it's really like back in the day. You go to the fields, you pick up the
We pick all the materials. We color natural wool with a lot of helps from the mountain here in En Kerem in Jerusalem. And to make a basket, we are going and pick the willow and a lot of different kinds of materials.
After Hadar collects the branches, she lets it dry for 3 months. Then they're submerged into water, softening them in preparation for weaving.
You can see this basket. It's a very unique one. This is from the olive tree.
Typically, it's made out of what kind of?
We use a lot of this plum tree. It's from the date. It's grow near the Kinneret.
So I'm going to be working on basket weaving today, right?
Yes.
Something that I don't know much about, but you're going to teach me, right?
Yes. So please, you can sit here. Here you can take this one. And it's like weaving. You put one behind, one
I don't
above.
even know how to weave.
Yes.
So
Like this.
I'm a real beginner.
For the first step, you twist it a little bit. And you put it behind. And then, like this.
So this branch goes over and under the rest of the branches, right?
Yes, exactly.
Let's see if I could do it. You have to keep repeating the same steps over and over in order to finish the basket.
Yes, and this basket is coming like a leaf, like this. It will be like this.
Oh, wow.
Hadar hosts people from all over the country who have an interest in this traditional biblical craft work.
It's a very special activity because when women come here and they sit together, they create something with their own hands, and their heart is start to open, and they speak, and it's really nice to see. This is what I'm trying to do here, that people will feel like at home.
I feel like Israel is very big on highlighting the traditional activities that were done way back in the day. I mean, on the show, we've done so many things. We've rode donkeys, we've dressed up as Galileans, we've milked goats. What else did we do, Max? So much. We made olive oil just like they did back in the days.
I think we're still looking for our past in Israel, like the roots, that's the work that used to be here, the clothes that used to wear. It's strong because we have a lot of past. We have like a treasure.
Finito! Yay! This was a lot of fun. I actually really enjoyed this. A lot of patience, concentration, and a sense of accomplishment.
You know, my favorite part about this show is the food. I mean, it's so incredible how there's so many different, varieties of flavors here in this one country. It's not just Israeli cuisine, it's a lot of flavors.
Yeah, they really step up the bar. Anyone who loves to eat out good, high-end food, there's plenty of options here in town, and I got a feeling you're leading up to something here.
Yes, I spoke to the chef, Aviv Moshe. We
Okay.
actually filmed with him in the past
Many
on this
times,
show.
yeah.
Remember his very upscale, high-class restaurants in Tel
How could I
Aviv?
forget?
Delicious. I can't wait to go back to his third restaurant that he has here in Tel Aviv called Restaurant Yasu.
Ooh.
In the heart of Tel Aviv. Let's go now.
Great, let's do it.
If you ask an Israeli their thoughts on Greek cuisine, chances are they'll say they absolutely love it. The fresh Mediterranean flavors are not only a delight to the local palate, but tend to be pretty healthy as well. Right across from Tel Aviv's famous promenade sits Restaurant Yasu, where the party goes on all night.
All the concept of this restaurant is like a happy restaurant with Greek style. Very nice atmosphere. We have singers, we have Greek band, performers here almost every day.
The restaurant is designed in a Greek tavern style with blue and white patterns and some handmade items brought from the market in Greece. Restaurant owner Aviv Moshe is renowned for his other elegant and rather impressive restaurants in Tel Aviv. Restaurant Mesa, where they serve nothing less than top-tier dishes in an exquisite atmosphere. And Restaurant Quattro, serving a fusion of Italian and Mediterranean cuisine in an upscale setting.
Aviv, what are you going to prepare for us today?
אוקיי, אנחנו נכין מנה של סופלקי, שזו מנה מאוד מאוד קלאסית של היוונים, ושם קצת אורגנו. פה יש לנו תערובת, סימן, מה יש לתערובת? סימן, נמצא איתנו פה סימן, שהוא השף של המסעדה. יש לסימן בידיים טאץ' מאלוהים.
Chef Simon is Aviv's right-hand man. Having worked with him previously at his other restaurants, Chef Aviv decided it was time for him to be the executive chef here at Restaurant Yasu.
וזה היה ברור שזה האוכל שהוא הכי מחובר אליו, וזה היה פשוט מאוד. We have just one problem, just one. My football team is בית"ר ירושלים, it's the yellow. And this guy, it's the הפועל, it's the red. This is... but everything is okay.
So as you can see, there's a light and fun family kind of vibe among the staff here at the restaurant.
So who is the one who created the menu?
both. הייתי במיקונוס, אני חושב, מעל 25 פעמים. אני חושב שזה אחד המקומות הכי טובים. אני חושב שאלוהים בנה את המקום הזה בשבילו.
His love of Greece has brought him back time and time again, and his experiences there have inspired new and innovative Greek recipes.
פה אנחנו מניחים טחינה של חצילים שחורים על הבצק. השיפול של הסופלקי, שמנו אותו על הפלנצ'ה, על הגריל והתנור.
Very similar to what Israelis love to eat. Mediterranean cuisine, it's colorful, it's fresh, it's healthy.
לפי דעתי הכל קשור בעניין של מזג האוויר. בגלל שאנחנו מדינות חמות, אותו מזג האוויר, אם זה יוון, אם זה טורקיה, אם זה כל המזרח התיכון, אנחנו על אותו בסיס של אוכל, והוא באמת אמור להיות הרבה יותר קליל, שמח, נגיש.
So first of all, everything here looks phenomenal.
Thank you.
Looks absolutely amazing. I don't even know where to start. There's so many great things on the table.
Here we have artichoke, roast artichoke, with a fondue of blue cheese, a little bit nuts, and dry tomato. This dish is sashimi in the interpretation of Greek cuisine, with yogurt and tahina and a little bit dry lemon.
I see all of your dishes has not less than like 7 ingredients in it. A lot of things going on in each dish.
I tell you, I like the color, I like the texture, I like some surprise with the dish. If the dish is flat, so you know, you cannot smile.
Yeah.
You want to eat this and then something jump to your mouth.
Israeli and Greek are very similar people. In the culture, they like to be happy, enjoy life, drinking, a lot of ouzo, good food.
Max, I don't know about you, but I really enjoyed that restaurant.
Yeah, delicious, and what a wild scene.
Exactly.
People
Did you see
dancing
people
around.
dancing on the table and
Packed
everyone having
wall
a
to wall.
great time? Loud music. It's more of a bar at the later hours of the night than a restaurant.
I would have to agree with you on that.
So now, Max, we're not done yet. We're not done just yet. We're staying in Tel Aviv, on the Tel Aviv port. There's a really cool wine exhibition, wine event, showcasing all of the kosher wines around the world.
Cool.
Kosher wine is definitely making a name for itself.
So there's wines not just from here in Israel, but internationally, I guess.
Exactly, yeah. Local wines and international
And we're gonna go
wines.
check that out now?
Yep.
Cool,
We're
let's
gonna
do
have a
it.
wine tasting. How does that sound?
I'm driving, but I'll watch you try the wine.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
In recent years, the kosher wine world has been booming more than ever. With new producers popping up left and right, the quality has never been higher or included more varieties.
Today we'll take you to a wine festival that's been all around the world in some of the biggest cities like New York, Miami, Paris, and now Tel Aviv. Let's check it out. Cheers.
The Zur World of Wine event is the premier tasting event of exclusively kosher wines with over 150 varieties to sample. The event encourages consumers to try tastings of many different wines from several different regions while still honoring their obligation to drink only wines which have been certified as kosher.
We'll get the best kosher wine that you can ever get. We have a wine over here that costs like 1,500 shekels in the stores, and from 50 shekels to 1,500 shekels, you can drink as much as you want.
Now, a lot of people out there may think that kosher wine has a bad reputation. Some may think it's too sweet or that good quality kosher wine is pretty difficult to find. But this event has proved that today's consumers can choose from a wide array of varieties.
right now you have all the range of wines that you have in the regular market, you have in the kosher market. You have it dry, off-dry, semi-dry, everything.
Wow, this is tasty. What kind of wine is this?
So this one is a Chenin Blanc.
Okay.
It's a California grape, grown in California in the Herzog vineyard actually. It's an estate wine.
Herzog Winery has been producing wine for over a century and is now among the foremost producers of high-end contemporary wines.
We do many different levels or qualities of wine. We have what's called value wine, which is our Herzog label of Baron Herzog. And then we have our reserve programs, which are small, limited quantities where we produce more of the reserve wines that we'll be tasting right here.
But it's not just international kosher wines making a name for themselves in the industry. The event also highlights local Israeli wineries from across the country whose wines have been abundantly awarded medals and prizes.
Hi. We've been making wine from 2005. This year we're already 240,000 bottles a year. About 60% of it is exported.
Although Israel is a fairly young country in terms of producing wine, it still manages to have a diverse wine culture. Israel's vineyards are able to produce more unique tasting wine with an array of grapes on various soils.
Like it's very hot during the day, freezing cold during the night.
And that's ideal for grape growing?
Ideal. A lot of different kinds of soils.
And even the renowned Italian wines known for producing some of the best wines in the world have jumped onto the kosher craze.
So the wine bottles here are very familiar. You can see this in almost every supermarket in Israel, and every restaurant in Israel and America.
The first one, you know, probably the most famous one, is this Moscato, which is the #1 Moscato. Never mind kosher wine being sold in America, but it's #1 Moscato sold in the United States.
Rabbi Levy lives and works in the Italian winery, supervising 24 hours a day, making sure the entire process from harvest to bottling is certified as kosher.
I like the bottles here. Tell me about this
Bottles
one.
are beautiful. This is actually a new bottle, the Bartonneau Demi-Sec, which is this one. It comes in this beautiful bag.
Love it.
And this was made for the people that were saying the Moscato is too sweet. So this is Demi-Sec Moscato.
So, let's face it, kosher wine did once have a bad reputation, but today it's no longer true. If you want kosher wines from specific regions in France, Italy, or Spain, it is out there.
Thanks so much for joining us for another episode of Cruising Israel. It means so much to us that you tuned in.
Don't forget to catch us next time as we cruise the country and show you the best Israel has to offer.
Bye.
Bye-bye.